today's episode of Mike's Motorbikes, we're going to give the Coleman CT200 a ladder exhaust. Let's do it. Our goal today is to get rid of this power washer or generator style muffler and get something a little more free flowing on there. So if you missed my last video, we got the KC lights on there. We got them wired up. We made the custom bracket for them. Since then, I put the set of fly bars on there. So my plan with this thing is to make it a cool little unit. So I know you can buy an exhaust or a muffler on eBay, Amazon, every mini bike website out there, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to wait for shipping. I don't want to spend like 80, 100 bucks on it. So we have a couple options here. We got an FMF exhaust off of YZ125, and I believe this was off of a three-wheeler, a Trizinger actually. So I'm leaning more towards the FMF, obviously, because it's cooler looking, but I honestly have no idea what's going to fit. We're going to have to get that unbolted and see what's going on under there first. All right, we got this giant monstrosity pulled off of here, and it has come to my attention. I already kind of knew, but I thought maybe I'd be able to make a flange like that. I think it's going to be a lot easier to cut the flange and then use it to adapt to some other muffler, because that's just an oddly shaped one. This will actually be pretty cool maybe if I can get it bent correctly and then make some mounts up for it. But I think this one's out. It's just ugly and big and has all these bends, and I think we're gonna go with the FMF because that's just a lot cooler anyway. Now the only part I'm debating on is, do I cut up the stock muffler and then risk having no muffler if this plan goes south? But I guess worst case scenario, if I cut this off and this goes horribly, I could just scrap this video and weld this back on. So this is usually how most good projects start. We got the cutoff wheel and flip-flops. We're running into two decent medium-sized problems here. We got problem number one. I was hoping this would slip right over, so I don't have to just butt weld it, but I think we could grind some down and get it to fit on there. And two, the bend is a little off. I was hoping it would sit like right there perfectly without doing anything. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get this muffler bent up, but no biggie, we'll get it figured out. All right, we got the emissions cut off. We still got a little gap to fill, but none of that's permanent. We're gonna clean that off. We're just mocking it up right now. And obviously, like I said before, it's pointed straight up at the sky. We want it to sit kind of straight and look like a dirt bike muffler would. So now, what I think I'm gonna do is, I haven't decided if I'm gonna heat here or heat here. I think this will kink if I heat it and try and bend it. I think we're gonna start here and try and see if we can bend this. And then maybe we'll work our way up. But we got a fair amount of bending to go. Well, the pipe definitely came off a two-stroke, that's for sure. I think she was running a little rich. All right, well, it's on there. It's not the best looking thing in the world. I kind of kinked it a little bit, went a little too heavy in the bend, but I don't know, for some reason that's not doing it for me. That's just, I don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back off. We're gonna break out the chop saw and make some angle cuts and see if we can get it to look a little better. So I'm really glad I decided to change that up. So what I wound up doing was cutting that stupid bend out. That didn't come out very good, and I angle cut both pieces, made a 90, and just welded it together. So I'm gonna take a pause from videoing real quick. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. I'm gonna polish the muffler up, polish that tip up real nice, probably make a bracket real quick, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Well, we're all out of daylight for today, boys, but that's perfectly okay because we got this thing all done. And boy, does it look freaking sweet. We got it all polished up. We got the mount made up, and this thing's ready to rock and roll. Here's some other views of it. I'm really glad I went ahead and got rid of that bend idea and did the angle cut with the 90, because now it's all tucked in nice. You're not gonna burn your leg, you're not gonna melt your shorts, it's not gonna melt the fender, it's not gonna melt the seat. It's kind of in like the perfect location now. I'm really happy with it. So as far as the sound goes, it definitely has a little bit more of a rumble now. I went ahead and pulled the packing out of the exhaust to try and make it a little louder. And it definitely opened it up a little too. It definitely feels a little quicker. At the end of the video, I have some clips of stock and with this FMF. Unfortunately, they're not the best because I'm a one-man show, but you get the general idea on how much better it is. I'll definitely make some more videos of this thing soon, but for today, that's gonna be it. So don't forget, guys, Mike's Motorbikes. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out, guys.